This is not breaking news. This is not a scandal. This is not about one person. This is about a system that has just come crashing down. And it's not a question of if it was going to happen. It's a question of when. And that moment is now. Right in front of us, a defense strategy, one that was built on trust, on secrecy, on loyalty, has just been obliterated. Not by an outsider, not by an unpredicted variable. No, it was far worse. This was internal. The moment Trump's own star witness turned into the prosecution's strongest weapon. What was once a cornerstone of defense, someone whose loyalty had never been questioned, became the catalyst for an avalanche. They had everything. The documents, the recordings, the evidence that was supposed to stay buried. And they handed it over. Willingly. Why? Because it was survival. When faced with decades behind bars, the choice was clear. Cooperate or crumble. Let's look at what's really controlling this system. This isn't about one person's guilt or innocence anymore. This isn't about who said what or who did what. What matters now is the structure, the machinery behind it all. The legal apparatus, the power brokers, the endless web of deals and protections. This is a system that has allowed the most powerful to operate with impunity for years, maybe decades. And right now, that system is in the midst of a catastrophic failure. What was once an airtight defense is now a house of cards, collapsing under its own weight. It's not just about one misstep. It's about how every part of this system, this delicate, crumbling structure, was designed to protect the very few, and it's falling apart piece by piece. We're seeing it unravel now, in real time. But it's too late to stop it. We've seen it before, haven't we? Slow changes, seemingly small shifts that, at the time, don't feel all that dangerous. But that's the trick. It's not the big, loud moments that break a system. It's the silent, gradual ones. The ones that are normalized. The ones that we let slip under the radar. Remember when things were different? When this system seemed more stable? That was before the slow creep of erosion set in. When each little compromise, each quiet choice started to add up. Now, we're seeing the results. This collapse didn't happen overnight. It was engineered step by step, but those steps were so small, so carefully hidden, that nobody noticed until it was too late. That's when the danger becomes real, when it's already too late to stop it. Now, let's talk about the shock. The moment the entire defense strategy broke apart, it wasn't a surprise for the public. It wasn't a dramatic reveal on a court date. No, it was far worse. This was internal. The moment Trump's own star witness turned into the prosecution's strongest weapon. What was once a cornerstone of defense, someone whose loyalty had never been questioned, became the catalyst for an avalanche. They had everything, the documents, the recordings, the evidence that was supposed to stay buried, and they handed it over willingly. Why? Because it was survival. When faced with decades behind bars, the choice was clear. Cooperate or crumble. But let's break it down. How does a system like this actually function? Who wins when the rest of us lose? It's simple. The powerful always have a way out, while the rest of us are left to deal with the consequences. In this case, the system allowed one person to hold everything together. For years, they played their part, kept quiet, protected the secrets, covered the tracks. But now they've become the very weapon that the prosecution will use to dismantle everything. This isn't just about a witness flipping. It's about a betrayal that exposes how deeply this system is corrupted. The defense's entire strategy was based on a lie, that one person could keep everything under wraps. And now that lie is exposed, the whole defense is collapsing. The machinery has failed. And the question is, who's left standing when it all comes down? It doesn't stop there. The ripple effects are already hitting harder, faster. We're not talking about just one witness anymore. We're talking about a chain reaction. One betrayal sparks another. Suddenly, those who once kept quiet are now reconsidering. They're watching this witness, someone who was supposed to be loyal, flip, and it's making them think, what if I did the same? What if I could save myself? This isn't just a legal collapse. This is a domino effect of cooperation, and it's accelerating. What was once a handful of loyal insiders is quickly becoming a team of informants. And with each new person willing to testify, the case against Trump grows exponentially. This is no longer a single investigation. It's a chain reaction, and we're just watching the first few dominoes fall. Let me bring this closer to home. You've been watching this unfold, but now let's talk about you. What does this betrayal mean for people like you, the ones who trusted the system? Imagine being a part of something for over a decade. You were there for every meeting, every decision. You knew everything, every deal, every whisper of the truth. Then, one day, you're faced with a choice. Stay loyal and risk everything, or flip and save yourself. That's exactly what happened here. The witness? They chose survival. And that's a choice that's going to ripple through the entire system. But what about the cost? What happens when trust is shattered? When the loyalty you've relied on turns into the very thing that destroys you? This is a betrayal that goes beyond just a case. This is a collapse of trust at the core of everything we believe is solid. And it's not just Trump's team that's left reeling. It's all of us. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. This isn't just happening in one courtroom, one city, one country. What's unfolding here is already sending shockwaves across borders. What started as a local investigation is now turning into something far bigger. This is no longer a single case of financial fraud. It's a global reckoning with implications that stretch from New York to Europe to foreign capitals we don't even know about yet. And don't think the international community isn't paying attention. Banks are already freezing accounts, regulators are combing through financial documents, and foreign governments are asking questions they never even considered before. The system we thought was contained, it's spilling over. And it's too late to stop it now. What started as one person's betrayal is now a crisis with global reach, and we're just beginning to see the true extent of the damage. So, where does this go from here? We have three possible paths, but none of them are easy. First, there's the possibility of asterisk, asterisk adjustment, asterisk, asterisk. The system could shift, recalibrate, and find a way to function, again, maybe with new leadership or a new defense strategy. But that would mean conceding that the old ways are broken, and for that, we'd need a whole new set of rules. Then there's asterisk, asterisk erosion, asterisk, asterisk. The cracks that we're seeing now might only widen. What looks like a temporary collapse could be the first step in a broader unraveling. As each new piece of evidence emerges, as more people flip, the system may lose its ability to function at all. It could just wear away, slowly but surely. And the third most dangerous path is asterisk, asterisk, rupture, asterisk, asterisk. This is the full catastrophic collapse, the point of no return, where everything crashes all at once, where the damage is so severe that nothing can be salvaged. We're not just talking about a single case anymore. We're talking about the failure of a system. Which of these will happen? We don't know yet. But one thing is certain, this is only the beginning. This isn't going to end the way you think. We can't just sit back and wait for the system to rebuild itself. The stakes are too high. The implications are too far-reaching. Right now, we're witnessing a failure on a scale we've never seen before. And it's still unfolding. The evidence is piling up. The witnesses are speaking out, and the clock is ticking. But what happens next? How will this system, the one that we've relied on for so long, handle its own collapse? We won't know until it's too late, but make no mistake, this is just the beginning. Stay informed, stay engaged, because what's coming next could change everything. This is just the start of the story. Subscribe, stay tuned, and keep watching as the next chapter unfolds.